Welcome to One Way to Find Out, official podcast of Tinsley Performance. I'm your host, Cal Tinsley. Here we sit down with athletes, coaches, and leaders to discover what shaped them, what challenged them, and what ultimately made them who they are today. Because excellence is not found overnight. It's developed through the process, and there's only one way to find out. All righty, here we go. We have a next TP athlete, our One Way to Find Out podcast, and we got a golfer in here this time. Longtime TP athlete, been with us, or been with me, myself, before Tinsley Performance was even a thing, back in the Champion Sports Medicine days, all the way back into whenever I was doing a grad assistant coaching position at Alabama. Just a little bit of the accolades. Gardendale High School, so local here to Birmingham, part of Alabama's back-to-back NCAA championship teams in 2013 and 2014 under Coach Jay Sewell. Get this man a milkshake. School record 9 out of 12 tournaments they won that year in 2013 to 2014 season. Back-to-back titles. Trey Mullinax actually made the winning putt, eagle putt from off the green to win the championship in 14, I believe. Yep. And then has won 2016, won the Rex Hospital Open on the PGA Tour, earned his PGA Tour status, struck in the head by a golf ball. I caddied with him down in the Bahamas when it was back in the web.com, I believe. We're talking about everything from whenever we were at Champion Sports Medicine together, running down hallways and up parking lots and all the way through the web.com and Korn Ferry and PGA Tour and winning a championship, and setbacks and surgeries and all kind of stuff in life, with marriage, with kids, without, like, just the whole deal. Next up, One Way to Find Out, Trey Mullinax.
Let's go.
Come on.
I need you to do that for me every morning. Can I have that on my phone?
I'll get Wilkes to
that
put
way,
this on the...
like when I wake up in the morning, my wife can hear all of what
Yes.
you just said, so that she's like, represent.
That's right. Get your phone. Is this your phone sitting over there?
Let me get my phone. Right
Get your phone up, cuz.
Yeah.
All right. So One Way to Find Out. Our goal here with this podcast is to go through just grit, resiliency, what that looks like for your career on and off the golf course, faith, and then the legacy you want to leave. So, just start off with, like, who is Trey Mullinax? What brought you to golf? You weren't even a golfer growing up? Like,
no. So, I mean, you kind of touched on it from Gardendale.
if you can't tell with the deep
that
accent.
Gardendale, No, I grew up in Gardendale, played all the sports growing up. Didn't really consider myself a golfer until later on in my, I say life. I mean, I was still young. But 13, 14 is really when I kind of really started focusing on golf and really started kind of, my dad was like, hey, you might be pretty good at it. And then I broke my leg playing football, broke my femur. And my mom, that would have been in 8th grade.
Okay.
And so my mom was like, hey, we're not playing football anymore. And so I was in a cast, all that kind of stuff. And so my dad would take me to the golf course every day. And we would chip and putt. And that's kind of where I fell in love with hanging out with my dad and being at the golf course. And I was like, well, this is pretty fun. I get to hang out with my dad every day and play golf. Yeah, that sounds fun. And so we kind of just picked it up. And my dad was like, hey, we don't do anything halfway. If we're going to do it,
We're going to do it. We're going to do it right.
And so we went all in. And so we were lessons every night at Archie Burris' house. God rest his soul. Beautiful man. Love that man. He passed away last year. He was a phenomenal human being. Big part of my life. And so we were there every night. I mean every night. I mean, we were there 5 nights a week, sometimes 6 nights a week. And we grinded and we worked. I bet at his house, I bet you I didn't hit a golf ball for 6 months. Like, he would put my rear end up against the wall and make me swing until I could make a full swing without hitting the wall. And so we did that, I bet, for 6 months. And so we went to work and played all through high school at Gardendale. Played on my 8th grade year. I played on the golf team and I made the varsity team at Gardendale High School. And so
there was probably only 4 people, and you made
it was me and 3 others.
That's right.
No, we actually had a pretty good team when I was there. We had actually a pretty good amount of golfers at that time, and so played all through high school. Senior year, started getting kind of recognized for some colleges. Had some pretty good scholarships like UAB, Ole Miss, a little bit to Auburn, and I really wanted to go to Alabama because I was an Alabama fan, and we had a bunch of good players coming in, and one of my good buddies, Bobby Wyatt, was going to Alabama at the time. And so Sewell pretty much calls me and says, hey, you know, I got a book scholarship for you. And I was like, well, I don't really need books, but it's fine.
I don't know how to read, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know.
A
book ain't going to do me no good anyway.
Book.
Yeah, a book ain't going to do me no good. And so pretty much had like a little bit of a scholarship to go. And he's like, hey, man, you can come here, and I feel like you could add good value to our team if you work hard. And so I went down there and worked hard and earned my way onto a
bet
full
on
ride.
yourself.
And, yeah, bet on yourself. And so we went down there and we got to work. It wasn't always great. I mean, my freshman year I played well, and you know, then I went into my sophomore year. I didn't really play a lot my sophomore year. I kind of went through a slump. Got my teeth kicked in at Karsten Creek my freshman year at NCAAs, and that kind of put me back a little bit on my sophomore year. And then I went to Coach Sewell and I was like, hey, what do I got to do to get better? And he kind of laid out a list for me to do my junior and senior year. And so I went to work and got better. And after school, you know, we had some success while I was in school. And then after school, just kind of kept the pedal down, and here we are now.
Come on, man. Well, yeah. So me and Trey got to know each other whenever I was a grad assistant. So I finished playing Bama.
Rocky Colburn.
Finished playing at Bama in 10. And then right after that, I was a grad assistant. I was under Rocky Colburn, who still sends me text messages every morning.
He's the man.
Fires me up.
I mean, golly. Some of the voicemails that we still have from him that our group still talks about.
Tell me you still got some voicemails.
We got all kinds of voicemails.
I need to hear some of
Foxhole,
those.
I'm talking all of it. We got
I grew up
going
on
the beach. I mean, running around, a bunch of whales on the beach. Y'all need to get y'all's butt in gear. Like, I mean, we got all of them.
So Rocky Colburn was the strength coach I worked under and played when I was playing baseball at Bama. He was our strength coach, and every practice, every game, there was some type of story. I don't know. I mean, some of them had to have been fabricated because these things were wild. But, hey, I grew up on a farm, and then he just go into it.
He would tell us something. I'm like, 100% you made all that up, but I believe it.
Yes,
you got me believing
and also, I'm ready to run through this brick wall.
I could run through the wall for sure. And I play golf. Like, we're not going out here and hitting heads playing football. Like, you know, we're over here. We're trying to go play golf and be quiet. He's got us riled up like we're going into an army.
That's why we almost got kicked off the first tournament.
Exactly.
I went and watched Trey, which I didn't even think about that. We got to talk about that.
We got to go into that one. Yeah.
But before I even forget about it, it's 3-putt. We just got to. I'm gonna put 3-putt down on this list. We're gonna talk about 3-putt.
All right.
But so started to just kind of get introduced to Trey. So let's talk about the daggone team you had. So you had
a good team.
Just go through the guys that were on that squad.
So, Bud Cauley was there my freshman year.
PGA Tour winner, stud, great dude. Bud Cauley was there. You had Hunter Hamrick, Scott Strohmeyer, Corey Whitsett, Bobby Wyatt, Justin Thomas, Tom Lovelady, Robbie Shelton, myself. All kind of pro golfers in that list. Did almost everybody have some type of professional? Mm-hmm. Justin Thomas has won a couple tournaments.
He's okay. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's done okay.
Yeah, I remember that was the first time. So Coach Sewell comes up to me and Rocky like right before the semester hits, and he's like, "We got this guy. His name's Justin.
He weighs 110 pounds.
He weighs 110 pounds.
Yeah.
Don't screw him up.
Don't.
So whatever you do,
make Trey do all of his other workouts.
Right.
Just don't let him do it.
If you want him to do something, just he's not going to do it, and just don't get him hurt, and then we're going to win some championships.
Rocky would make
it happen,
and Rocky would make it so hard because like Rocky he always had someone he got on, right? And there for a minute it was me. So we would have to do these outside workouts, and you were there during these outside workouts, and we'd have to swing these PVC pipes, right? And it was 1,000 degrees in August, 1,000 degrees outside. Well, I sweat a lot. So I'd be swinging these things, and he's like, Trey, you got to swing it harder. I'm like, if I swing it harder, it's going out of my hand. And if it goes out of your hand, guess what? You stop and start over. So I'm trying to swing this thing slow, and he stops us, right? Because I don't want to sling it out of my hand. And so Bud is getting mad at me because he's like, swing it, Trey. So I start swinging this thing, and you just hear, right? I mean, every time I swing it hard, this thing just is flying down the driving range. And so finally, Rocky's like, "You can't do nothing. I mean, you can't even hold a PVC." Man, I'm just like, I'm trying everything I can here. It's 1,000 degrees in August in Tuscaloosa, and we're outside. Yeah, give me some. I literally went to Rocky. I was like, "Can I put my golf gloves on?" And he went, "No." He literally just was no.
That's
yeah, he's like, "You
disgusting,
guys, you
Mr.
soft." He goes,
Mullinax.
"You soft hands, soft non-calloused hands," is what he's probably was thinking.
So we got to know each other there, and then so fast forward. Well, I guess we can't fast forward past the championships. So
No, those are pretty good.
So when we first kind of got to know who you were, you weren't playing a whole lot because you weren't.
Because you came around,
So just
right
describe
around that
that.
sophomore year.
Yes, and explain to people what happens on, like, at least on the team at Alabama. Like, you have to play in.
Yeah,
to the
you
weekend
had to
tournaments.
qualify. So like we had qualifiers.
So how many guys do you
and
have on your team?
I think we had 10 at the time.
So 10 guys. You have to be in the top 5 on that qualifier. It's like a 2-day.
Yeah,
2-day
you
qualifier.
had to qualify for the
Typically
event.
over at like Indian Hills, and then you got to qualify for this like 2 days in Indian Hills to qualify you into playing that
Well,
tournament for that weekend.
our
right?
qualifier was normally like 5 or 6 rounds. So like it wasn't like a 2-day qualifier. Normally it was 5 or 6 rounds. Low 4 go. Justin. He won a bunch, so he was always probably going to go.
Yeah.
And Corey and Bobby were All-Americans at the time, and so you're really battling for about 2 or 3 spots each week. And so you just had to qualify.
And you missed it a pretty good bit, and then there towards the end,
My
you started.
sophomore year, I struggled.
Yeah.
Like I was not playing very well, and I was, I didn't really kind of know what was going on. I just wasn't playing very good. I think Karsten Creek kind of hit me pretty hard. My
Which
freshman
happened?
year.
Well,
I don't think I broke 83 for 3 days during
I could do- I could- I could
NCAA's.
be- we could be playing partners.
I don't think I even sniffed breaking 83 for 3 days. That golf course ate my legs. It was the hardest golf course I ever played. I made a 10 on the first hole, a 10 or a 9 on the first hole.
It's a great way to start.
Sewell literally is walking with me, it felt like there were 4,000 people there. There might have been 10.
Yeah.
Might have been 10 people. Like literally families watching their
That's right.
sons play. And I'm so nervous. I break my tee trying to tee my ball into the ground. My hands are shaking so bad. It's like the biggest tournament I've ever played in my life. And so we're sitting there and we're playing with Oklahoma State and I think Georgia at the time. And so I'm teeing off first for our team, right? 5 man's going out first.
Man up.
Well, I'm the 5 man, so I'm going out first, right? Bud's teeing off last. And so, how far left I hit the golf ball, I think my body just shut down and I just flipped it straight. As soon as I make contact, Sewell's going, "It's okay, we got one more.
Yeah.
It's okay, we got one more."
Get that one out of your pocket.
And I hit 3 balls off the first tee.
3 balls off the first.
3
tee.
balls off first.
You
Finally,
hit the first one so far left, you didn't even watch it.
troop of
land.
Boy Scouts couldn't find that first one. I promise you. They're still searching for that golf ball. Still searching for that golf ball. Coach Sewell said, "I've never seen a ball go that far left in my life. Like I've never seen a ball he said you almost hit your foot. Like that's how bad it was. I didn't even see it. And so, I think by the 3rd time I hit my tee shot, we were on like a 4-iron. Like we were just like, "Hey man, let's just get it forward. Like we can chunk it down the fairway."
Can you kick a ball off the
Yeah,
tee? Is that what we
and
need to
so
do
I think I think there's a picture of me and Sewell looking for my ball, like we're on all 4s under a tree, praying we can find this second ball, and I think I made a 9, I think is what it was, and then I think I shot like 84 or.
That's a pretty good round after
85.
A 9.
I'm just saying. For the hardest golf course I've ever seen, I told people to this day I've gotten invited to go play it back. I'll never go play it again.
Don't do that.
No, I
Flashbacks.
think
You'll break out in hives.
I think I would literally pull in the parking lot and just start sweating. I think I'll never go back. And everybody's like, "Oh, it's gotten so much better." I'm like, I don't care. I'm not going back.
What from a actual standpoint of you playing really, really horrible in that tournament, it took you, I don't know, call it
About
4
a
or
year.
5.
It
a
took
year
it,
worth of time.
Yeah,
what
to get back.
finally got you to the point where you're able to overcome that? Is it playing your game? Is it just staying?
I think I had some fundamental things wrong a little bit with my swing. Sewell and I worked really hard that year on just getting better with wedges and scoring clubs. It wasn't really the ball striking. It's I just wasn't scoring very good.
Is it the mental side of actually playing the golf course?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of frustration. I felt like, and too, I was probably 19 at the time, thinking like, oh, I ain't playing that bad. Coach ain't taking me, and I'm sure I voiced that to Sewell once or twice, and he probably rebutted that. And so finally, he just sat me down. I literally just was like, you know what? Fine, I'm just going to go to him and say, what in the world do I have to do to play? And he gave me.
I mean,
I'll give him credit. He gave me every ample opportunity to make the team. Scott Strohmeyer was just a 10 times better golfer than me at the time. I mean, it wasn't even close. I went to Kiva Dunes. I think I shot 80 every day, and Scott Strohmeyer shot like 69. Coach was like, yeah, I think I'm going to take him.
Yeah, probably not playing.
Yeah, and then they almost won that year, the NCAA. Texas beat them in 12 in the finals. They almost won that year. So we almost won 3 in a row, but we did not.
Wow.
So I just went in his office, and I was like, what do I got to do to get better? And he literally just wrote me a list of what do I need to do to get better. There was probably 5 or 6 things on that list. And I took it to my dad, and I was like, hey, this is what we got to do to get better. And so I had one of the best summers I had in college that summer. I went to work, and I got better. I won the Northeast Amateur. And so I just got better. And so my junior year, I played a lot.
So is that what I'm hearing is you said at a certain point, you start sucking so bad, you're like, I got to go to the head man and figure out what the heck's going on.
Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm either going to quit golf or get better. One of the 2 options.
And I got to go
I'm too competitive to just give up.
Right.
And so I was like, I'm going to figure it out. And if I don't, at least I'm going to go down swinging and go down trying. And so I just couldn't sleep at night knowing that I was not playing golf, like not at least traveling, because I loved the team component of what we had such a good team. Like, and even the guys that may or may not have made the team, we all were such good friends. Like that was so special about our team, and I think that's why we were so successful. Is that even when guys didn't quite make the top 5, like our camaraderie, the way we treated each other, we all really loved being around each other and pulling for our teammates. And I think that was the reason why we were so good, is because we had so much support, not even from just our families and people pulling for us, but also our teammates that were at home that were pushing us to get better too.
It's a real team.
It was like, honest to goodness, it was a real team. Man. It felt like a locker room team. Like we would joke and cut up. I mean, we had so much fun, man. Like we really did. We were really, really close as a team.
It goes a long way especially if you're looking at winning a championship.
And I think that's the culture he created there, though, too. Like it was a family. Like and we treated it that way. We argued a lot, but
families do that.
Yeah, families do that. I argue with my kids every day.
You got 5 kids right now, so
I do.
There's probably a lot of that going on. So Alabama, and you're about to. When you made the putt to win the championship, that was year 2. That was the back-to-back year.
2014.
So 2014.
Yeah.
Give me, set that story up. Like, where are you at? Do you know that you're about to win it? Like, when you drain the putt, is it everybody was around that green?
Yes.
Because golf, now, I think what Liv's trying to do is create, like, a climatic ending. Like, y'all are spread out throughout the course.
Yeah. No, we were. And we were the only 2 teams on the golf course, right? So everybody was kind of around the same area. So to kind of give a little bit of backstory, I made that putt at a good time because wheels were falling off pretty quick.
On your side?
Oh, yeah. The wheels were coming off. Ian Davis was making a move. And so what a lot of people don't know, I think I was four up at the turn. I blistered the front 9. I played unbelievable.
So you're about to think, this is going to be over after 12 holes.
I mean, dude, I'm thinking, bud, I'm about to pack this thing in, number 14. Let's just ride off into the sunset. Yeah. Well, all of a sudden, Ian Davis starts making birdies. And I'm like, well, I go 3 up. Then I go 2 up. Well, then I go 1 up. Well, now we're even. And I'm like, holy cow, I'm going to give up a 4-up lead? Like, what the heck's going on here? Well, I end up beating him on 15 or something like that to go 1 up or something like that. But Ian was playing good. And, like, I was having to make a move. Well, on 17, I hit a great drive right down the middle, and I'm amped up. I think I got like 185 or something like that. And Coach is like, it's a 9-iron. And I'm like, that's the furthest 9-iron I've ever hit in my life. He goes, it's a 9-iron. And I hit this 9-iron, flushed it, pulled it just a little bit, and it caught the fringe. And I make the putt and all that, right? Everybody goes nuts. I make the putt. We win, yada, yada, yada. Well, I got to give my man Corey Whitsitt a little bit of a, yes, I get the shot of winning the putt and all that. Corey Whitsett had his match won in the back. So like if I didn't win, he was gonna win. Like he was like 2 up, 2 to go, and I think the guy he was playing with hitting the junk.
Yeah.
So like
it was kind of over, but
it was gonna be over.
But you didn't know that at the time.
No, I didn't know that time, but I do feel like I got it. It was gonna be over. Like if I didn't make that putt, it wasn't like we were not gonna win. Like right. We were gonna win. But
let's not downplay it though. You did make an eagle. But at the moment,
I did make an eagle. Sewell jumped in my arms, and to this day I have back problems because of that. But it's fine. But no, it was a great putt, a great moment, just from the Karsten Creek in freshman year to me making the putt in the national championship. I think just shows the growth that we had. Like just how far we had come. Like me personally as a player, how far I had come from not being able to break 80 to making an eagle putt to win a national championship. I thought was pretty cool.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I think just hearing you explain it, which I hadn't heard that full story before, but getting to the point where it's like, all right, I'm not going to try to do this on my own anymore. I'm going to go to the coach, literally have a heart-to-heart conversation. Like, I got to figure this thing out. Help me out. I'll do everything in my power to make it happen, but I'm tired of doing it on my own. Let's do this thing together. And so
that's really what it came down to.
I've done that in business. Got business coaches. We got media, marketing, all that. And so, like, even from that perspective, I've seen exponential growth in the ability to lead more athletes and lead our team from getting help from somebody else. And I think, just hearing that, it kind of ties into, everybody listening to this of, are we maximizing our potential? Are we going through the motions? Is mediocre okay?
Yeah.
To like, no, I want to make an impact in this life. I want to make an impact on the next generation. I want to make an impact in my family and leave a legacy worth living for. And I got real deep real quick, but like I see all that, and it kind of goes to our next thing of like, you go from college standout, college national champion, back-to-back champion to pretty much a nobody in professional golf.
Yeah.
Like, what does that look like? And explain the story of how, again, betting on yourself, you're kind of have a little bit of status. I can't remember exactly the situation. And then you go Monday qualify, you get your status on the Korn Ferry. Like all that process of like, because most people don't understand the difference in like a college team, and they know you have 10 people you're competing against for 5 spots in your situation too, because you have some good guys.
Yeah.
And then the pro, just everything that comes at you, how to handle it mentally, physically, and then what your situation was, because I think it was pretty unique.
Yeah, so I obviously come out of school, and if anybody knows about golf, you got Q school, right? That's the biggest thing in golf is Q school. Like guys coming out of school, you got to go to Q school. Things have changed now.
And if you mess up in Q school,
you
have
done.
to wait the whole calendar year.
Yeah, you got to wait a whole year. And things are a little different now with the PGA Tour Accelerate and the PGA Tour University stuff now. So like things are a little different than what it was when I first came out of school. I think a lot of guys would still be playing golf if they had that program back then. But it was a little different in the sense of like when you graduated, everybody went through Q school. Now don't get me wrong, guys would have PGA Tour starts for sponsor exemptions and stuff like that, but everybody pretty much went through Q school. And so that was the thing, is you gotta buckle up and go through Q school. Well, I think what prepared me so much is that I had to qualify a lot in college. So like qualifying to me was already, I was used to it, right?
Against 3 of the top possibly 10 guys in the
Corey Whitsett and Justin Thomas, I think were 2 like number 1 players in the
Bobby
world.
Wyatt was like red hot.
Bobby was like 3rd in the world, maybe 2 or 4, whatever it was. He was high. So we had a lot of good players. So like qualifying school was just another day for me. Like it was put your boots on, let's go qualify, let's go see how low we can shoot. So fortunately for me, I made it through Q school my first year. Now at the Korn Ferry at Q school finals, I didn't play that great and finished pretty low. And so there's an event. The first event was in Panama that year. And so Justin Thomas wrote a letter to the tournament director for me and got me in the tournament. And that's how I got my start. Now I played well. I parred the last hole to finish 25th. 25th got you into the next event. Top 25 gets you into the next event.
Goodness.
So I finished 25th, got into the next event, played in Columbia, and then that got me in the reshuffle.
Okay.
Right? So I had to sit out a couple of events, but that got me in the reshuffle. So honest to goodness, if it wasn't for that letter at the beginning of the year, I mean, who knows what I would have got into, what I would have done. So Justin was a great friend of mine and is just a great, great dude. And so he helped me kind of get a spot into that event. And so that kind of propelled me to get into the reshuffle, and then I played really well after that. In 2016 was when they wasn't doing points. It was all off money that year. And so I got really close to getting my card that year. I made the final. I made the playoffs. I came really, really close to getting my card. Didn't quite get my card, which I think was a blessing because the next year was when I won. I guess that would have been 15-16 season. The 16-17 season is when I won on tour, on the Korn Ferry Tour, the Rex Hospital Open. So that was like the 6th event of the year, or something like 6th or 7th event of the year. And I was able to win that event to propel me to get my tour card.
16 was Rex Hospital.
Yeah. 2016. So pretty cool story of, Justin kind of helping me out. Obviously, I played really well after that and was able to keep my Korn Ferry card after only really playing a half a season. And then the next year I was able to win to get my card to get back out on tour, which was really cool.
Come on.
So that was really cool.
And so, I mean, I guess the next conversation, we started training together in...
We started training together in 15.
It was 15, okay. So
like the summer of 14.
Yep.
My full season on the Korn Ferry 15.
And that was when
So
Kendall
I already
jumped in on
had
that.
status when me and you were together.
And so in 20, we just looked back at the photos, but like 2020.
Yep. There we are. Bahamas.
I'm caddying. Like
we're in the Bahamas.
We're in the Bahamas.
Eating a $50 salad every day. It was great.
Goodness, the cost of food and stuff
unbelievable.
We got pictures, Wilkes. You're gonna have to throw them up on there, but like we were working out on the beach.
Yep, look at me. Look at there.
That's when we're media marketing, all of that.
Come on,
we're putting stuff together there.
That was when we were still at Champion Sports.
Yep, and we were throwing some pictures
punches,
together in the weight
throwing
room.
some punches. Shout out to Kendall for giving me them shoes.
That's right.
Yep.
And then, I think this video, this hole right here was. You can hear the wind howling. It was the craziest. What was the wind blowing?
It was 40 miles an hour.
At least, like averaging 40, gusting to like 60.
That hole was so hard. I remember me and you literally got on the tee box and we were like, what are we going to do?
I remember we hit 4-iron, like 165, 170, and then also hit 4-iron downwind.
I think me and you literally played that
320.
golf course on I don't know what we're doing, but we're here. We're just going to try to figure it out.
There was a palm tree in the middle of the par 5.
You literally were like, Trey, hit it at the palm tree. There's no way you hit it. And
the palm tree was 400 yards out, and you hit the dead.
Smoked it. Absolutely smoked it.
We won't really talk about the time that I
think this is the hole. This is it. This is the par 5. It's blowing 40 miles an hour downwind.
I have never.
And I just hit just a lace, and it just smokes it.
I never caddied before. I've been around golf my whole life, but like, look,
Zalatoris right there.
Davis,
That's
Davis Riley right there.
Yep, D. Riley, and I think that was Will Zalatoris and Robbie Shelton, maybe.
I mean, you had to take your hat off so it didn't blow in the ocean. Look at it.
Yeah, sure did. Look at that.
I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just trying to not like.
So that week, for people that understand, he truly did not know what he was doing. So we lost every head cover we had. We lost. We literally are clanging down the fairway. It's.
Well, that was because I had to go take a leak.
Yeah, you did have to go take a leak, and so Cal's carrying the bag with one hand. Like looking like he's never been on a golf course before a day in his life. So he's literally carrying it right here, like holding it over his head, like, hey, I'm here. And no head covers. Putters are getting destroyed. And I'm like, Cal, where's our umbrella? I think it's about to rain. No, it's not going to rain. It starts monsooning rain. And we're just wearing it. We're just wearing it. I
left the umbrella.
We had to birdie the last.
Driving range.
I'm pretty sure we had to birdie the last to make the cut.
Yeah, we
in the
made
pouring
that cut.
rain. In the pouring rain. I
said,
think I made like a 6-footer for birdie on the last to make the cut.
We didn't come down here to like leave after 2 days,
No.
Trey. So I'm gonna
Did you
need.
leave a pitching wedge on the last hole? Did you do that?
No,
He never.
but
Now he did not rake a bunker.
there was
he
a
did
par
do that.
the par 5 right there.
Yeah.
The Trey hit it in the green side bunker one day, and I never thought twice about raking that bunker.
No, you didn't.
No,
never.
We're
even
on
thought
the
about
green.
it.
I'm trying to read this putt for birdie, and I'm like,
He never thought about raking
oh
the bunker.
dang, that's the other caddy over there raking our bunker that would Trey just hit out of.
He didn't
I felt
even.
bad. I didn't know what to do.
You didn't
I'm
even
like,
think about raking it.
No.
That was the problem. You didn't.
Oh,
even
one
think
time
about
I left
raking
the putter head cover on the backside of the green.
we didn't have any head covers.
We got to the next tee box. I'm like, pretty sure I left that one.
Yeah.
Like, Trey, I'll be
We
right
didn't
back.
have a driver head cover. We didn't have a 3-wood head
I
cover.
ran the next hole over, had to stop the people on the fairway, like, hey, guys, hold up. There's a cover.
Here's my caddies out there just looking like a you-know-what out there, not knowing what he's doing.
Yeah, well, we made it. We had 4 days of golf.
Hey, 4 days of golf. Made the cut.
That was wild.
Made the cut.
We might have to run that back.
1-1. You're 1 for 1.
I mean, yeah.
You and Kendall both are 1 for 1.
Kendall did that too.
Kendall had a better finish though, so you're gonna have to try.
If the wind wasn't blowing 80,
we were in Jackson, Mississippi versus the Bahamas.
yeah, that's right.
Your view was better.
That's right. I loved it. But
it was fun.
So I mean that was like our training days. Oh, here we go. Here's the the shin bone. This is evidence that Trey actually did try to work out sometimes. that was a box right there that just ate him up. Now
this was before Cal actually had people that cared about you and what you did in the gym, and so I think me and Cal literally super glued that back together.
There might have been some metal on the side of the box that could have been covered up. That's just skin. That's the skin on the chicken that you eat right there. It has all the salt in it.
That's wonton soup is what that is. That's what that is.
So go into like the training side of it. I mean, we talked on Kendall's podcast about how the only reason you showed up is because he went and grabbed you out of the bed and
gave you
a chicken biscuit and a coffee on the way to work.
I am the one that brought him to Tinsley.
That's true. That's a fact.
But I will say, Kendall was a lot more organized in his working out than I was. I would 100% agree with that.
Disciplined, consistent, organized. There we go.
Organized, disciplined, consistent. Look, everybody's good at something, right?
There you go.
I had to make sure I was keeping him right. Making sure he was doing what he was supposed to be doing. I had to make sure he was right. I was doing it to help him. Because if it wasn't for me, he'd have been so OCD and so on top of it that he would have just ran himself nuts in here. I had to bring the relief to him.
I feel it.
I was his reliever.
You need both.
You got to have a little bit of both.
Come on.
You got to have a little bit of both. If you can't have fun while you're working out, then why are you working out? I mean, come on.
That's a fact. I mean, we're trying to have fun over here. Here's Trey over here doing some banded squats. So
yeah, sweating like crazy.
Just getting after it.
Sweating like crazy.
Which is like, I mean, also speak to the point of like you're athlete first, honestly.
I mean, look at that.
You didn't pick up.
Tell me that's not just pure athleticism.
I mean, look at that deadlift right there. Just making 315 look like it's
it's nothing. I mean, looking like it's nothing.
If we can get this thing to load up and play, but I mean, you're an athlete first. You didn't pick up golf till 14 years old.
Yeah,
and the golf world
my hands are sweating.
Can get like white collar. You're a blue collar guy. Like you're coming from the country. Your dad raced race cars.
Yes, he did.
That's what he did, and we can get into that.
Mechanic to this day. Still.
But like
transmission, world transmission.
Come on, shout out Chip Mullinax, you the man. So tell me about like just the training side of everything and how being an athlete first and that training methodology that we've had over the past 10 plus years transition onto the golf course, some things that we've changed over the last couple of years, but just that grit, that toughness in the weight room that carries over into the golf course, which matches your mentality on the golf course as well.
I think too, like you said, everything evolves, right? When the things that we were doing in 15, we changed as I got older, as my body got, as scar tissue gets in there. You always are having to evolve, right? And I think that's what we did a really, really good job here as is evolving, right? And so I feel like for me, when I first got out of school, when I came to you, it was a lot of the same stuff we were doing already with Rocky. And so I think it was an easy transition for me to come to you because I already kind of knew what to prepare myself for. And the thing is that in school, like when we were in college, I think what we did a really good job of when we were working out all the time was, hey, this now is a 30-week, like it's your job. Yep. Like you're doing this 30 weeks out of the year. Because in golf, you might play 12 tournaments in college. Well, you're talking about adding 18. I mean, I think my first year, I traveled 30 weeks. And so like you're traveling every week to play golf. And so it's about getting your body correct and getting your body right to be able to do that. And some people's bodies are different than others. My body is different than Kendall's body. Kendall's body is different than Whitlock's body. So like, I think you did what you do at Tinsley is a really good job of knowing people's bodies and knowing how they work to help them with longevity. Because that in our sport, that's what you want is longevity. You want to be able to play this game until you're 50, you know? And so I think that's where we did a really good job is, hey, you know, Cal, my body doesn't feel great today. It feels this way. Okay, well, we're going to adjust our workout to this so that it prevents this. And I feel like that was where we did a really, really good job and why I've been able to play for a long time. Now, don't get me wrong, I've had surgeries and stuff because of my golf swing, not really because of my workouts, but just because of the way my swing worked.
That's right. And we've gone into the lab with Mark Blackburn and figured out a lot of different things on how you produce your force, vertical, and you're a vertical guy. Like you put force in the ground better than anybody on tour, and now we got to get a little bit more of that front back plane and push pull of the lower half. I mean, we're over here pushing on stools and trying to turn around and like
he's telling me to move my foot, and I'm like, I'm moving my foot. And he's like, no, you're not. I'm like, no, I'm moving it. And so,
but figuring out the nuances of golf and and also how that transitions, because I mean, you don't have to have a golf swing in the weight room. Like it doesn't have to be golf specific where everything we're doing is rotating and feeling like a golf swing. But like there is a time where segueing the strength base and the foundation that you've created into power production on the playing surface on the golf course, but also doing that in a way that you can do that for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I mean, golf, you can play for a really long time. And they say, I mean, what, late 30s, early 40s is like your peak career, which is like, so it's not really one of those things where you
We're
peak
hoping.
out.
We're hoping.
That's right. Younger, like the NFL or MLB or something like that. So it's a unique situation. So I think we've done a really good job of adapting over time and changing up what needs to change in your program, because there have been low back issues that really started kind of in college and then came around, and now it's putting the stability where it needs to stabilize and allowing the body to be mobile where it needs to be mobile, but also understanding your specific swing and how you create your force and mitigating risk of that injury. And I think we've done a good job here as of late. I mean, I know there's been a hip surgery a couple years back, getting through that, but like segueing into the next like obstacle, I guess, because we like to talk about things that were tough on you, like missing all the qualifiers in college and finally putting your head down saying, all right, let's figure this thing out, to whether it's pain in certain situations or surgeries. You got hit in the head on the golf course during a Pro-Am.
I sure did.
Just backtrack all the way to
Three-wood, right in the back of the head. Playing at Colonial, and got hit in the back of the head in the 3-wood, hits me in the back of the head, knocks me to the ground, concussion. Go through all the concussion protocol.
You're not in the fairway.
I'm in the fairway. I'm talking to the Pro-Am guy that I'm playing with. And if it wouldn't hit me in the head, it'd hit that guy right between the eyes.
Hold on, time out. I thought you were playing with a guy and you were kind of like on the side and he was trying to hit
No,
up.
so I'm in the fairway. We thought he had picked up. We didn't know where he was coming from. Well, he hit about 50 yards in the right rough behind us and kind of like toe shanked in the back of my head.
Oh, my God.
And so hit me in the head, fall to the ground, all the stuff. Found out I got a concussion. Depth perception's way off. Play like 5 or 6 events on a concussion, not really knowing that I had a concussion. Ironically, and this is where, I think God's pretty funny. The tournament that I pass out on and start throwing up on because my brain is starting to overswell is the Barbasol.
Come on.
Where I ended up winning my first tournament.
That's
on
crazy.
PGA Tour. Yeah, I passed out at the event. My dad drugged me out of the car, the courtesy car, into the hospital because I was throwing up in the parking lot.
I did not realize that. So the backstory on that is you didn't realize that you had the concussion.
I just
go through a protocol.
I was chunking shots. I had all kinds of stuff going on.
You were seeing somewhat of double vision or something over putts and getting dizzy, like looking down over the putt.
100 yards looked 200 yards. 200 yards looked like it was 2 yards. And so my caddy was like, "What is going on? Like, what's going on with you?" And I was like, "I don't really know." And finally, on number 13, I looked at my dad. I was like, "Hey, I'm about to like, something's not right. And so I withdrew from the tournament, and I get in the car, and he's taking me. He's literally dragging me out of the locker room to the car, gets me in the car. We get to my hotel. I try to get out, and I like fall out of the car. So they rush me to the hospital. They get IVs in me. They get everything. I had a heat stroke on top of what was going on in my head.
Goodness.
And so, so that was bad. That took a while to get, like, I had to do like all these like cognizant tests. I had to do like vision therapy for like 4 months. Like it was a long process.
Dang.
And then that happened in 2019. I was arguably having my best season of the year. Like I was working really, really hard. I was all my stats were there. Hadn't really had the finishes yet, but man, I was playing really, really well. And so that happened in 2019. And then again, you go through adversity. You know, I come back, and then I win in 2020 on the Korn Ferry to kind of get back out on tour.
Get back to winning this picture we got pulled up right here of the Barbasol.
Come on, look at that.
Golly. I want to show this video. I got to figure. There it is. Here's the video right here. This is me in the living room at the house.
Come on.
Jess is videoing it. I'm
Boom.
all fired up.
Yeah.
Trey's reading his putt. So just talk us through right here this video. We were talking about
You look like you came right out of church.
I did,
Yep,
actually.
right out of church.
So
shoes
Trey,
off in the house, by the way. Appreciate that. Good for you. Shoes
I don't
off.
know why my shoes are off.
Shoes are off.
But time out. Just before this happens,
Yeah,
this.
I'll talk about the putt. So all week, me and my caddy have been, he's been helping me kind of line up my putts all week, right? And so you'll kind of see on here, like I put the ball down, but not really, like I guess I don't know why. I guess I just kind of lined the ball up where I thought the putt might do or whatever. But like I had no intent of like putting the line down to where I thought it was going to be.
Right.
And so we're walking around, we're reading the putt, and my caddy's like, "Hey, did you put that line down?" Julian Trudeau. And he said, "Hey, did you put that mark down?" I said, "No." He goes, "Don't touch it. It's perfect." And I said, "Okay." So like you can see right here, he's kind of like looking at it. He's like, "Dude, it's perfect.
Don't touch the ball."
He's like, "Don't touch it. Don't." He's like, "Literally, don't move it." And I said, "Okay." And so that kind of gave me clarity of like, hey, it's perfect. Just knock it in. And so I got over it. I kind of went through my routine. And
I'm so nervous right here. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Will just texted and said boom with
Yeah,
all
Jess ruined it.
Ahead of us.
And
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at it. Strillman always gives me a hard time. He's like, "Did you really have to double fist pump in my face?" I was like, "Well, what did you do when you won your first tournament?" He was like,
That's right.
"Touche."
Yeah. Look at the kids all lit.
Yeah, look at him. He's like, "Dad, why are you screaming so loud?"
Gosh, that was so awesome.
And a really cool moment there with me and Jules after was like, he was like, "Hey man, we're not done. Like, we got to keep our head, because Strillman had a chance to make that putt and us going to a playoff,
but he didn't.
but he did not. He felt he was like, I wanted to let you win. I wanted you to have that moment."
There you go. And then here he is kissing that trophy, Coach.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, look at that.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
I mean, all
Good
the
times.
adversity, all that, and to winning your first championship. I mean,
from Karsten Creek shooting 80s to winning on tour. Pretty cool story. Pretty fun time.
so what I like to ask this question to our pro guys that come on. Like, when? I guess the main question is when did things slow down? Like, the game speeds up, the course speeds up, your head's going crazy. Like, first tee box, you break your tee. You shoot a 9.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so you're kind of figuring out how to handle like emotion, handle adrenaline, all of that, and then how, like, going to this moment right here. Give me like the behind the scenes of like walking down the fairway. I mean, you have so long in golf to like think about things. And
so what's cool about this story? So me and Jules started 3 weeks before this. I was like 143rd on the FedEx. Like, pretty bad year. Like, not playing well. Like, going through. I think me and Stephen Bunn, they run College Golf Fellowship. He's our chaplain on tour. Me and him and Abby were literally talking about me being the assistant coach at Alabama. Like, I was like, I'm gonna call coach and be like, "Hey, do you need an assistant?" Like, because I'm so over golf. And so we legit, like that week, we was about like, hey, this is God's purpose for me right now. Like my purpose is to be here playing golf. It's not to be doing anything else but to do this. And so I think we had like a 5 hour, I mean, he stayed for dinner. We talked, and like, I remember in my yardage book that week, it was like, this is your purpose. This is what you're supposed to do. Like, believe in yourself. Like, this is exactly where he has you to be at this moment. So be here in the moment. And I remember me and Jules quoted that to each other all week. And we would say, BPH, best player here. You know, we would say that a lot that week. And so a lot of what, again, going through adversity, you know, good Lord's timing may not be the timing that you want it to be, but it's always his timing. It's always his correct timing. And so, you know, I think that's the beauty. Like that's what a lot of people don't see. They see the win, right? They see you finished, oh, you had such a good year. You finished 32nd in the FedEx. It's like, yeah, 4 weeks before that, I was 143rd. So, like, it had been a long, hard year. And I would say, and I think you would agree, my PGA Tour career, I'm not the most consistent golfer, but my good is good. Like, when I'm good, I'm good. Now, I'm not the most consistent player in the world, but my good's good. Yeah. And so, and that's what we kind of tell myself, like, hey, my good's good this week. I can win. And, like, I'm the best player here. I'm hitting the shots right now. It's my time. And so we were and that's just kind of what we did. And then I carried that on. I played great in the British Open after that. I played good in the playoffs after that. Had a chance to win Memphis. Will Zalatoris won Memphis. I just didn't quite close it out. And then played good at BMW, almost made East Lake. So, like, you know, it was a great year. Yep. But, like, it was a good month and a half.
Yeah.
Like,
got hot at the right time.
I got hot at the right time. But, like, that's what a lot of people don't see is, like, man, it was a good year and a half, but that was about it. Or month and a half, sorry. Yeah. And so that's how golf is, though. That's why I love the game, is because it tests you more mentally. Now, I'm biased because I play it, but I think I can arguably say it tests you more mentally than any sport, because it's strictly on yourself.
It's all you, and you have so much time. You're out there for 4.5, possibly 5 hours playing this game.
Yeah, I've been more nervous to make the cut than to make that putt, though. I'll say that.
And that's crazy to hear, because I've heard that from multiple golfers.
Yeah, like because like at that moment, you're not thinking about, like, you're playing good. It's like, man, I'm winning. Like, I'm gonna win this thing. Yeah. Like, it's not a nervous, hey, I want to play 2 more days. I want to make a paycheck. Yeah. Like, obviously, I'm playing good. Things are rolling my way. I've gotten some nice breaks, right? And so, like, things are kind of going your way. But, like, to make a 6-footer to make I'll say to 6-footer to make the cut is pretty dabbling nervous, because it's like, man, I want to play 2 more days and maybe make some money. You know, because if I miss this putt, I make no money. If I make this putt, I make some money. Yeah. So it's like, it's a big putt, you know, where if I miss that putt, we go to a playoff, you know, and I might win. Or, you know, if I miss that putt, I still make a lot of money. You know, so, like, at that moment,
you've blacked out from the money side of it, and as a competitor,
you are strictly now mano y mano playing. Like, you're playing we're playing ping pong. Mm-hmm. Like, it's my serve. I'm trying to ace you.
Ping pong.
I do like playing ping pong.
Don't let this man fool you.
Don't let this body fool you now.
That's right. So I like to bring in, just, you talked about faith. Mm-hmm. You talked about family a little bit with your dad, Abby. You got 5 kids. What changes? Where's your perspective shift? Where are you at right now? Because, I mean, Abby, high school sweetheart.
Yep.
Gardendale all the way through. And so she's seen all of it.
Rocket all the way.
What does that look like, and what comes to mind when you think about faith and family and golf and how it all fits?
Yeah, I mean, and to talk about that year a little bit too, what a lot of people don't understand is my dad just got cleared of stage 4 cancer 2 weeks before that tournament ended. 2 weeks before that tournament. So we had been battling all year, my dad having cancer, and it's been going on for 18, 19 months, and it was really hard. Like, that was probably one of the hardest years I've ever had in my life mentally. And man, and I don't get emotional about a lot of things, but my wife is phenomenal. She is, I mean, I love you. She is the rock. Like, a lot of people say, oh, the man's the rock of the family. Yeah, we might be the rock, but by God, I'm leaning on her pretty hard. She's the dirt I'm leaning on. And she is so great. And not one time during my career had she ever not known that we were doing exactly what we were supposed to be doing, that God had us exactly where we were supposed to be. And like I said, I can't say enough things about her, how much I love her. She's a phenomenal wife. She's a phenomenal mother. She's a phenomenal woman of Christ. She keeps me accountable every day. She
lets you have it, Coach.
Oh, she ain't scared. No, she ain't scared. You've seen it. She ain't scared. But the mother to our children, Sawyer, Jude, River, Holland, and Selah, like, I mean, she really is, and she probably will get on to me about saying all this about her on this podcast. But you know, it just is what it is. She's the best.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, you wouldn't be where you are today without her.
I wouldn't.
I don't think you would have showed up to workouts because she's gonna get on your tail about, hey, get your tail out
Why
of the
you being
house.
so lazy?
I don't even want you here. Go work
Yeah.
out. Go do something.
100%. No. I honestly, I wouldn't be, and because man, without her, life would have been really, really hard. Not having her in my corner, it would have been really, really tough. And obviously the faith component of everything. Like, you know, I grew up in church my whole life. You know, I've known nothing but going to church on Sundays and being a follower of Christ my whole life. But it really wasn't until college when that really kind of took a turn for me, in a good way. Like, you know, because college you can go one or two ways, right? I mean, there's multiple avenues to Christ, right? But in college, you know, you have choices to make, good or bad. And Stephen Bunn, Bubba Massey, Church of Highlands, College Golf Fellowship, man, it really did a lot toward me in my college years. I wasn't perfect by any means, but it made me want to build that relationship with Christ more and more. And so, man, I honestly, I can't thank Stephen Bunn and Highlands and them enough for helping me want to grow. They made not going out fun.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Bubba was like, hey, we'll play basketball at 2 in the morning so you don't have to go out. Well, it's fun. I was a competitive guy. I was like, yeah, I'll go play basketball at 2 in the morning. Absolutely. Let's go do that. And so.
Until you're playing pickleball with Scotty Scheffler and tweak your knee, but whatever.
Yeah, he's really good. He whooped my rear end, not only on the golf course, but on pickleball too. He was so good. But like, and that's where kind of my faith really, and then, you know, after having kids and all this type of stuff, man, it's just family means everything. It really does.
So just expand on that with your identity, because we've had multiple conversations over, I mean, if it was 14 or 15, so it's been like 12 years or so at this point in this podcast of like maybe even talking to the high school you or the college you of identity not being in golf, identity being in Christ, and like the shift that you've made, because it's a constant struggle.
Yeah.
There's accolades, there's social media, there's just the rigors of the game of golf beating you down. And you've done a great job, especially here as of late, in the later part of your career, of making sure that Christ is your identity. But just speak to that process and why that's so key for you to succeed.
I think for me, a lot of my life was trying to be the people pleaser, right? Never say no, always say yes, right? I was terrible at that. I did it in workouts probably 1,000 times. Like, hey, I told this guy I was going to have a meeting with him, and I'm not going to come work out, and, you know, do something like that. And so I think for me it was really understanding that the only person I'm here to please in this whole entire world, and he's not even a person, he's our Heavenly Father. Like it like that to me is the end all be all. Like when I go to heaven, I want to say, hey, I hope that I served you well. And I think, you know, I still got a lot of work to do. Still trying to do it every day. I'm a sinner saved by the grace of God, and I'm thankful that he died on the cross for me to where I don't have to be perfect. But I do strive my kids, me, my wife, to live each day as to be a disciple of Christ. And so for me, it really, when I started trying to quit being such a people pleaser and focus on my relationship with Christ, how can I please him? How can I be a good husband, a good father, a good friend, and also be a competitor? And so I think that's really what I focus on. And the people that know me, and the people that don't, everybody's always going to have opinions on you or assumptions about you or want to say something about you, and that's fine. That people are subject to their opinions. I was like, when I really started to kind of focus on tuning that out and really just focusing on my core people and my relationship, and I'm not saying you got to be a jerk to people. That's not what I'm saying at all. I still struggle with being a people pleaser to this day. I still have that struggle, but it's not really putting so much weight in what others think and just putting weight in what and how you're trying to live your life through Christ.
Don't preach.
Yeah, I think that was my biggest change. And like I say, I still work on it today. Like I'm not, I still struggle with it. I still say yes to a lot of things I should say no to.
So,
like this podcast. I mean, golly.
Come on, man. No, so you talk about people are subject to their opinion. We
Yes.
can't leave this podcast.
You want to talk about how I took steroids?
Yes. So here, as of late, there's a big post on PGA Tour.
Yes.
So you are currently in a 6-month ban from the PGA Tour.
Suspended.
So sorry, verbiage.
Suspended.
So
I am suspended. I got about 3 minutes.
so you're currently in a 6-month suspension from the tour,
Yes.
pretty much until next year.
Yes. I can take my
What
shirt off on here and let you show that I take PDs if you want me to.
Take it off,
Just
Coach.
rip it off. Just rip it off. No, no, and again, like kind of what I talked to you about, people having their opinions and stuff, and that's fine. So I'm suspended for 6 months on the PGA Tour for taking a 5 milligram Adderall. I have a prescription for it. I didn't follow the protocol before, so that's my fault for not knowing the rule. I played on tour long enough. I should have known to get everything prescribed through the tour first and go through the TUE protocol. I should have known those things. I did not, and that's on me. So I got suspended. And now, did I think a public,
Bashing.
bash?
PED. Adderall ain't no PED.
Well,
everybody's taking Adderall.
I would say I didn't think a
Nobody can
public.
focus
I didn't think a
anymore.
public announcement.
Kids can only focus for 7 seconds.
Yeah. Well,
Sucks.
I didn't think a public announcement might have been warranted for a first time offense and, for what it was, and the verbiage was it could have been taken as I either did drugs
Test, HGH,
or
D-ball.
steroids. So like
all of it.
that kind of, look, it is what it is. The tour is entitled to do what they see fit, right? And they have that right to do that. And I never argued that I didn't deserve the suspension because I did not follow the correct protocols. But did I think blasted me all over social media?
they went in.
I didn't really think that was warranted. But I mean, hey, if that's what they wanted to do, then they can do that.
Yeah.
And so that's the route that they wanted to go down, and I'm okay. I'll be okay.
Well, you handled it well. I mean, we're in the process of it right now, but we're going to get back after it. And we're going to go win some tournaments next
2027
year.
is going to be a great year, and I'm going to come back looking shredded. They better not drug test me when I get back.
Well, if you can do whatever, if you're
I
banned.
mean, hey, right now,
In fact, you're only the 9th player since 2008 to be banned.
9th player
Ninth.
since 2008.
I'm in that top 10. Let's go.
Hey,
Hey,
let's go,
you got to be
baby.
top 10 in something.
You need to be the top
Got to be in
of
top
somebody's
10 in
list.
something.
So finish it up. The last 60 seconds.
Yeah.
You're wanting to leave a legacy. What do you want your kids to remember about you? What do you
Well,
want
apparently they're
next?
going to remember anti-doping.
My dad, I don't know. There's a
Yeah,
bunch of needles
I
at the
just
house.
Googled him
Must
one day and it said he failed all kinds of drug tests. So that's going to be fun one day to explain. No, I think, man, I want to live a legacy of not just being the golfer, right? I don't want to be the guy that, hey, he played golf. And don't get me wrong, people remember me for golf and they remember me for winning and, all the way from championships to where I am now and all that. But honestly, I want to live a legacy of, hey, man, he was a man of Christ, right? He led in a way that was powerful. He was a good leader to his family, to his wife, to his friends. And I want them to remember me for not the things I did on the golf course, but off the golf course. Helping kids with golf, helping kids lead their life through Christ, leading Bible studies, leading small groups, like
Come on.
helping men become better men.
Yep.
And I think that's the legacy I want to live. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm super proud of the golf stuff that I've done. And I'm very thankful for that because God gave me the gift to do that. And I'm glad that I got to honor him through that and hopefully still honor him in doing that. But I would say the legacy that I want to leave is he led well and he did everything he could to lead that.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you've done an outstanding job. I personally want to just thank you for, one, being on the podcast, but just the
Yeah.
years of entrusting myself before Tinsley Performance was even a thing, and then
Yeah.
now through years of being a pro and allowing me to go
Come on.
not rake bunkers but be a caddy for you.
I can't wait for you to do it again.
But it's been a pleasure, man. Going on trips and going watching Kendall and
Yep.
Whitlock play in the ALCS.
Still one of the best
in Fenway.
best sporting events I've ever been to in my life.
It was incredible.
And eating Kendall's trash. It was great.
Yes, we did do that. We talked about that.
Did y'all talk about that?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, just the friendship that we've made
Yeah.
and the friendship and relationship we have in Christ
Mm.
is what takes it to the next depth. And so I appreciate you
Yeah.
allowing us to do that and just thankful for you, man. So I appreciate your
Love you,
time.
man. Absolutely. Love
Come
Tinsley.
on.
Come on.
Let's go.
Come on. If you ain't training here, you're
Trey
stupid.
Mullinax. And if you like anything about this podcast, want to share it with anybody, like, share, subscribe, do the deal. It helps us out a ton, and we're going to get a lot more athletes, business leaders, entrepreneurs, folks on this podcast to give you some nuggets and some things to take home and spend some time listening to some uplifting content on this podcast. So like, subscribe, share, do your thing. And as always, only one way to find out.
One way to find out.